Hello there everybody, this is Voccio here, and welcome to my thoughts video on Zombie. I finally got around to finishing this game, at long last. I've been busy with other things. And I'm surprised by how good it is. Honestly guys, I'm really surprised by how interesting and cool this game is. I didn't expect much from it, what with it being an originally Wii U title. But it quite pleasantly surprised me. So let's talk about a few things about it, shall we? First of all, it's a survival horror game with zombies, and it's actually really well done survival horror. You're going to get a look at the combat here and now. By the way, this zombie is a rather special enemy type we're looking at here. He's seemingly the red and black fire effect on him, whatever it is. I don't know if it's fire or whatever. But these zombies are basically buffed and they're stronger than the standard ones. They take a lot more punishment, as you're seeing. This guy's taking a beating from my spiked baseball bat, by the way, is what I'm using. That's my melee weapon that I'm using to kill things here. So yeah, that zombie took a fair beating because it's stronger than the general ones. But yeah, getting into this game's mechanics, the combat is pretty good for a survival horror game. It's fairly realistic as well. Except for the fact that, let's be honest, if you swing a spiked baseball bat into a person's head, whether it be zombie or not, full force, it is knocking the top of their heads off and exposing their brains, I guess. But still, anyway, let's not get into the realism, actually, fuck that. It's a survival horror video game. I guess I'll talk about the death mechanic, because that's what I really like about this game, is the death mechanic. I guess we'll start with that. This game has a death mechanic where it's kind of Dark Souls-y in a way, where if you die in an area, whatever, let's say you just die from damage, or you die from being bitten by a zombie, oh god guys, I apologise for that, I really do, sorry, that was a sneeze, I hope it didn't come through, I hope I muted the mic in time. But yeah, anyway, the death mechanic in this game, it's kind of Dark Souls-y in a way. And also, it's brutal, too. Because if a zombie bites you, that's it. You're dead. It's over. You're done. You're dead and gone. So yeah, if you get bitten, you die. But this game has an interesting feature where if you die as a survivor, you get replaced by another one. You get replaced by another player character. And then you can actually find the old character that you played as, and take their supplies that they had on them at the time. So everything you were holding when you died, you can get all that back if you get back to your body, your dead body, or if you were bitten by a zombie, your old survivor zombie. Because yeah, you will have to fight the dead survivor as a zombie if they get infected and turned. If that's what kills them, you'll have to actually fight the zombie and to get your supplies back. Or if they die, you'll just find their corpse and loot it. So that's how the death mechanic works, which I think is really cool. I like that a lot. It's very Dark Souls-y in getting your souls back, you know. Except at least in Dark Souls, you kept all the supplies and your weapons and gear and stuff. Not in this game. That's what you have to work for and get back. But yeah, this game, it's got, so as I said, I like its death mechanics a lot. I really wonder if I should get into the plot yet, because I want to address the plot of this game, even though I don't generally talk about plots in these videos. I try to avoid it, or at least fucking headset auto shut down. I generally don't focus on it too much, but this game's plot is its strongest element, I'd say. I guess we'll talk about the graphics first. It's a Wii U game. It's a launched Wii U title. Came out in 2012, same year as the Wii U did. So, you know, the graphics are okay. They're not terrible. They could be better. But with the game's dark, bleak tone and atmosphere, you don't really notice too much how bad they are. They work okay in the low light system the game has, and it also sells the atmosphere really well. And the game's sound design is really well done too, for the most part. Although I have experienced issues where, even with my surround sound headset, I'll hear a zombie that's in front of me, and when it grunts at me or whatever, and it sounds like it's behind me. Then I look behind me, there's nothing there. So there's problems with the sounds in this game, guys, and that saddens me because I wish there weren't. You know, I wish it was a better game. in terms of that. But yeah, there are issues with the sound design. So yeah, there's something coming up later in the video as well that kind of annoyed me as well. But you'll see what I'm talking about. We'll talk about that when we come to it. I guess I'll get into the plot, because I really want to get into this game's plot, because the plot stands out to me. First of all, this game is set in England. Which, hey, how many fucking zombie games are set in England? Not many as far as I know. Maybe wrong. But yeah, so this is a zombie game that's set in England. And it's cool, guys. It's really fucking cool, this plot. I can't gush over this plot enough because I love it. I like the ideas behind it. It goes back. It's all like this zombie plague, this apocalypse that's taken over. It's kind of an ancient religious prophecy that John D. You know, I'm sure anyone out there who knows who John D. is. That John D. first found out about it. He apparently spoke to angels. Yep, this is the game's plot, but bear with, it's pretty cool. So John D spoke to angels from heaven, and they told him that this was going to happen, basically. So this isn't some kind of this is some kind of religious or some kind of biblical plague, I guess you could call it. And it goes into British history as well. This game really does go deep into British history, and talks about a lot of the things in our past, like Charles II, Charles I, how Charles II formed a secret order called the I can't remember the surname name. I'm a dumbass. But Charles II formed a secret order to prepare for this this blight, as they call it in the game. This is the second blight. The time of the first blight was while John Dee was actually alive, and this happened back during his time in the late early 1600s. This game's plot is so good, guys. It really is. I love it. I think it's so fucking cool. And her there, she's one of the members of this secret order that was formed, and she's trying to help us. She's sniping them for us. I can't speak highly enough of this game's plot. I fucking adore it. I don't want to get too deep into it, because I don't want to put too many spoilers out there. It's interesting. The game's resolution is, well, fuck it, I've already spoiled a lot, so sorry. The game's plot is fairly cut and dry in terms of how it goes for, well, there is a bit of a twist at the end, I guess, which I won't reveal that. It's maybe not the ending you expected. Certainly not the ending I expected, I'll say that much. I didn't expect the game to end the way it did. And I didn't expect what happened to happen. I didn't see it coming at all. So it threw me for a curve there. It gave me an ending I wasn't expecting, and a plot that I thought was fucking cool. So, mission accomplished there. So yeah, guys, I would say this game is... It's got some bugs. It's got some glitches. But the overall atmosphere, the gameplay, the mechanics, the graphics are okay. The plot, especially as a standout point, I'd call this game a fucking diamond in the rough. I really would. Like, I did not expect this from a Wii U game. But if you watch my thoughts on the 8th generation, you know that I don't exactly hold the Wii U and Nintendo in high regard. That's me. You know, that's my own experience. But I didn't expect this from a Wii U game. I didn't, guys. This game is impressive, and it's got some... you can tell some really talented people worked on this game, and I applaud them. I think they did a really, really good job with it, to be honest. And it's an Ubisoft, guys, so, you know, I was fucking surprised, even more so by that. I mean, all they make is Ass Creed every year. So, yeah, sorry about the dogs back in the background, guys. If you can hear that, I do apologise. This game's cool. This game is very fucking cool. I'd recommend anyone out there, as I said, if you were... Well, actually, I'm not sure if I said that or if I just said it in the fucking last recording. Anyway, I'd say to anybody out there, if you haven't played this game and you're curious, it's definitely worth a play. First of all, it's unique. Not many games do this. What I would call this is... I'd actually compare this to a really, really good indie game. And it kind of bears the credentials of one because it didn't have a big AAA budget. You can tell that just by looking at it. But the people who worked on it were passionate and fucking creative, which is such a rare thing in the industry nowadays, guys. It really is. So, I would say go out and support this game, buy it, and show Ubisoft that you want to see more unique, interesting stuff like this rather than fucking Ass Creed every year. I'd request you to do it for that reason, because this game is worth it, guys. It's creative, it's unique, and the people who worked on it are obviously very talented and passionate about what they've made. I can't speak highly enough about this game. As I said, it impressed me. I mean, I went in with extremely low expectations, and this game surpassed them massively. As I said, it's got some bugs, it's got some glitches, unfortunately, some really rather bad ones. Some of actually, you know what? No, that's overselling it. I only ran into one particularly bad bug, and it was when I tried to open a chest. Towards the later on in the video. I may edit this down so you guys see it, because I'm not sure if I want to say more on this actually. This actually might be a shorter video than I expected it to be. Because yeah, I don't want to talk too much about the plot. I may have already said too much as it is, and I don't want to say more, guys. All I'll say is the plot is interesting and worth your time, definitely. Because as I said, it's cool, it's creative, it's unique as well. It's rare that you see this kind of stuff in terms of plot. The gameplay is there, it's fairly hardcore, the death mechanic, and the game has a difficulty. So the game has 3 difficulty levels. It's got chicken mode, which I haven't tried, right? Apparently that's easy for pussies. It's got normal mode, which is what I've played it on, where if you die, you respawn as another survivor. And it's got, I believe, hardcore mode, or survival mode, it's called, where if you die, that's it. You have to restart the entire fucking game from the beginning. So it's got the easy mode for the casual players or the people who just want the plot, and it's got the hardcore gameplay mods for the people who want fucking difficulty. So it's pretty much got everything in one small package. It really has. It's got hardcore difficulty, pussy level difficulty, mid-level difficulty. It's got a really interesting, cool plot, some great mechanics, some good survival horror gameplay. It's got it all, guys. It really has. I mean, I think this game got above average review scores, but I think they should have been higher, personally. I do. So yeah, this game's good. This game is really fucking good and really fucking cool. And as you can see, it's got an inventory management system for all your resources. It's got guns, ammo systems, all that. It's actually got, yeah, that's one thing I wanted to mention. It's got a plethora of guns as well. It's not shy about throwing weapons at you. By the time I finished this, I had like 2 assault rifles, different ones, 2 SMGs. I had a fucking Desert Deagle, fucking 50 cal Magnum, guys, and a bunch of other gear as well. So yeah, I'll say it again, I'll say it one more time, and then I think I'll cut this video down and edit it down to show you the chest glitch, so you know what to look out for. By the way, guys, I did, before I do show you, I did spend a lot of time exploring this game, and I went all over the place, and I only experienced this happen once with one chest, right? But it is consistently a glitch, because I was playing it, I was also watching a friend of mine play it on SharePlay, my mate. Well, I was kind of taking the reins for a while, and it was the exact same problem with the exact same chest. In fact, it's just up ahead a little bit, but I'll edit the video down for you guys. As you can see with my amazing sniping skills. Oh, well, would you look at that, I got him. But yeah, I'll just cut this down a little bit, guys, and you'll be able to see what happened with the chest. I mean, I am going to show this game's issues off. As much as I praise it and like it, I have to be honest about the problems I run into. So, yeah, I'll give me a second. Yeah, it's like right behind this boat here, guys. It's just a little bit away from where we were, past the pier, but I just thought I'd spare you guys me coming over here. Yeah, see this? I tried like 3 times to open this, and as soon as I pressed X, it just kept... I wasn't pressing any of the buttons, and I even tried holding X, and it just kept kicking me out of the chest. I mean, the only thing in there was handgun ammo, but I was annoyed, because I kind of wanted it, because I've been using my pistol quite a bit by this point. So yeah, but as I said, guys, as far as I can tell, and I did a lot of exploring this game, that's the only chest that fucks up on you. I don't know why though, honestly, I can't think why that happens. But yeah, that's the best I can say. So yeah, guys, As I said before, this game is definitely worth your time and money. I highly recommend you go and check it out if if you're interested in this kind of thing. If you're interested in a survival horror zombie game, it's worth it. If you're interested in a game with a cool, interesting plot, it's worth it. If you're interested in a game with some good gameplay mechanics and elements to it, it's worth it. So yeah, and hey, it's rare that we get a game set in England, so there's another cool aspect for you, and I personally like that a lot. So yeah, guys, I think I'll wrap this up here. This ended up being shorter than I expected, but I think I've said all the thoughts I wanted to say on this game. I got to talk about the issues I experienced as well, which, as I said, surprisingly few issues. There are some, that chest, and issues with the surround sound, which are kind of weird. One thing I could do is one thing I could have done is I could go into the different types of enemies and zombies, but I don't know. I don't really want to. I mean, if you guys want to hear about that, let me know. Okay, if you want me to make another video talking about the enemy types, it'll be fairly short, but I will. But I didn't really want to talk about the enemy types just in case people possibly don't want to get that spoiled for them. You know? So if you want me to talk about enemy types in this game, I will. Don't worry, I'll make another video on that because I have no problems making that video because there are so many enemy types I didn't talk about, and that you aren't seeing here. So I'll get some footage of those for you guys, and I'll make another video on it. If you ask for it, I'll definitely do it because this game is really cool, and like I say, I'd love an opportunity to talk more about it if people want to hear more about this game. So yeah, anyway, I'm rambling now. I'll cut the video off for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed watching this one and listening to my thoughts on this game. It's worth it. Pick it up. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'm out. And that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching it. And I appreciate you giving me a view and taking the time out of your day to check out my content. That's awesome of you. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like. If you stayed all the way until the end to watch this end slate anyway, I'd like to ask you to give me a like if you enjoyed it. If you wanted to see more of my content, then please consider checking out my channel. There's a bunch of videos on there for you to go and watch, or subscribing to stay up to date with any future content I may put out if you're interested and you'd like to see more. That's up to you. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I'm out. See ya.